How's it going, everyone? I'm Luxy, and welcome back, guys, to a brand new mod showcase. If you guys don't know already, the Kajix mod has been long gone. It's not gonna be updated, but I have good news for you. If you guys don't know, there's actually a mod that has taken over, and that mod is called Gempire. I'm gonna show you guys every single thing that the mod has to offer right now. So getting right to it, over here is how we are gonna start building our kindergarten. To start off, we have the power crystal. For the power crystal, we are going to be needing a redstone block and 4 blocks of glass. So if you guys can see here, it's actually being placed outside. It's not going to be placed in the crafting table. This one is going to be a little bit special of how to actually get the power crystal. But with the help of Mika here, which is a gem, a miniature gem, she's going to help us to transform this guy here into a power crystal. So I'm going to show you guys how that is happening right now, and I'll show you guys how to get Mika later on. To do that, we actually need a pickaxe of any type. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a wooden pickaxe over here. Go ahead to Mika and then right click on her, and that explodes and becomes a power crystal. So Mika here is required for us to make the power crystal. Alright, so the next item that we have here is the drill. For the drill, we require a hopper and 4 iron bars. For this one, it is the same as the power crystal. We have to place it down like so, the hopper in the middle, and surrounding it is 4 iron bars. But this time round, we're not going to use Mika, we are going to use Pebble instead. And Pebble here, same thing, we're going to right click with any kind of pickaxe, and this would explode and become a drill. So that is how we actually get the drill as well as the power crystal. And last but not least, we have the fluid tank. For the fluid tank, all we need is 4 buckets, a glass in the middle, and 4 iron ingots. This one is done in the crafting table, so you don't have to worry about having any kinds of gem to help you out with the building of the fluid tank. Now that we know the basics of getting the 3 items to create ourselves the injector, we need to know how to get our miniature gems. So there are 4 different kinds of miniature gems. There is Shell, which looks like this, Mika, which also looks like this. So these are the gems. This is how they look like, and this is how they look like when they are spawned. We have Pebble and we have Nakri. So these 4 guys have different capabilities. So I've showed you Mika, which is over here, and I've also showed you Pebble. So I've not shown you Shell, and I've not shown you Nakri, which I'm going to show you later on. But for now, I'm going to go and explain how to get 4 of these guys. In order to get Shell, we require the fluid tank. So for all 4 of these guys, we are going to be needing the fluid tank. We don't need 4 of them, but we just need 1, and I'm going to teach you how to actually spawn them. So first, I have this chest here. We have the blue essence as well as a stone button. So what you're going to do is you're going to right click on the fluid tank. You're going to see an interface over here that says dump. Don't click dump. What you're going to do is click on your blue essence, place it on the bottle there. You can actually see that the blue essence go into the bar on the left side. This shows how much essence there is inside the fluid tank. Go ahead and place the stone button there, and it automatically deducts the amount of essence, and the shell gem is gotten. So that is how we can spawn the shell gem. So if you have the shell gem with you, all you have to do is right click and the shell spawns out, which is kind of amazing. He will automatically follow you. But if you want him to stop or wander around on its own, just hold down the shift button and then right click on him. It will say stay put, it will cycle through, it will wander around and then follow you and then cycle through as such. So I'm gonna make him stay put over here, and we're gonna go through the next one, which is for Mika. So for Mika, it's the same thing. It's just that we're gonna be using yellow color essence. I'll be teaching you guys how to get essences as well. So right now it's the same thing. Dump that in and then put the stone button. We're gonna get Mika. So for Mika, it's yellow. For Shell, it's blue. And for Pebble, it's pink. Finally, we have Nakri. This one is a little bit special because we don't use a stone button anymore. For this case, we are using a Nautilus shell. I'm gonna just put them inside here and show you guys that that is how you get the Nakri gem. So Nakri gem, they're all pretty cute because they are very, very small. Look at that. It's actually extremely cute. And we're gonna just let Nakri stay there and just watch us. Okay, so continuing with the mod showcase, next we have Shell. So now that we know how to actually craft the mini gems, I'm gonna teach you guys how to use Shell and Nakri. In order to effectively use Shell, we are going to be needing the gilded lapis lazuli. You're gonna right click on Shell and you can see that there is an inventory here. You can put in the lapis lazuli, the gilded ones, followed by the essence bottles. Shell's ability is actually brewing of essences, and all you need is EXP on yourself. So right now I'm in creative mode. I have tons of EXP, so we don't have to worry about EXP. Secondly, we have to place the bottle in his bar over here. So you start to see that the arrow starts loading up. It's gonna be taking quite a while. I think it's gonna be done real soon. And there we go. So we got ourselves the pink essence. Alright, so finally for Nakri. Nakri is one of the hardest to get. This gem here, because you require the Nautilus shell. Once you get it, the purpose of Nakri is actually to get a shell. Yes, the item, a structure called shell. And the shell is required to get pearls, which increases our inventory lots by a ton. So in order to do that, we're going to be needing a prismarine block over here, just prismarine, a power crystal, and a conduit. If you guys don't know how to get a conduit, I'm going to show you guys real quickly over here. You need a heart of the sea, followed by Nautilus shells surrounding it, and you can get yourself a conduit. Place it down as such, the prismarine block on the bottom, followed by the power crystal, and then the conduit on top. And then take a pickaxe and right click on Nakri. It will explode into a shell, which is amazing. To get yourself a pearl real quickly, once you have the shell, you're going to be needing a couple of items. First of all, you're going to be needing 64 clay balls, 64 sand, 64 gravel, and a white chroma. And of course, a white essence as well. Go ahead and right click on the shell. What you're gonna do is you're gonna place the sand on the left, the gravel on the top, and the clay balls on the right. So you start seeing the gravel starts eating up, the sand starts going down, the clay ball starts going down as well. So one charge of creating a pearl requires 64 of those 3 items. Next thing we're gonna need is a white chroma. It's gonna eat up the white chroma as well. Once all of the items are inside, you're gonna take your white essence and you're gonna right click onto the shell twice, because you need at least 2 white essences to get yourself the pearl. So now if we right click that, our pearl gem is finally done. I'm gonna grab that and then right click on pearl, and she is spawned. Okay, so now I'm in survivor mode. If we were to right click on pearl, we can actually open up the inventory, and she has a lot of inventory. There are 4 pages, and we can actually input armor on her as well to make herself more beefy. You can kind of change her hair, her uniform, and insignia. There is tons of things that you can do with how Pearl looks like as you wish. You can even change her name. So let's say we don't want to use her anymore. We can go ahead and poof her, and she becomes a gem. So we can just pick that up, and we have the gem with us. And again, if we were to place her down, our gem disappears, and she has all our items. She retains all our items, and that is simply wonderful. So let's just poof her, we grab her, and then put it in our bag. So this is a pearl creator. You can actually craft another pearl All you need is 2 white essences and so on and so forth. Next thing we have is the Chroma Crystals. This guy here, yeah, look at this. They have so many different colors. They're usually found in mine shafts, and when you are to mine them, okay, harvest level 2, as you guys can see at the top. Alright, so now I'm equipped with a diamond pickaxe and we can finally harvest them. I'm gonna go ahead and click on this. There we go, and we got ourselves a cyan chroma. So these guys are found in mine shafts. Anywhere, as long as you dig down, you're searching inside ravines, these guys will spawn naturally. These chromas are required for you to inject inside and create your kindergarten. Okay, so now I'm gonna showcase to you guys the gems, which is pretty exciting. Alright, so first off we have Sapphire. Sapphire here is pretty cute, pretty short. We right click her, nothing happens. The reason for this is because you require a piece of paper. Take your piece of paper, right click on her, then you can open up her inventory. You can actually see her abilities at the bottom right. She has cryokinesis and lucky. That is why we're getting a luck 4 right now, and it's forever, which is simply wonderful. We can just poof her, we can bring her around, and then we can spawn her. Oh no, I spawned her in the I spawned her inside. Oh, there you go. You're safe now. So again, Ruby here, if we were to right click with the paper, we can see her abilities. She has a high amount of health, 75, high damage as well. She has an ability called Tank and Unhinged. So if you guys have more, do want more information on the abilities, you guys can go ahead and check on the description down below this video. I've linked a website that shows you the explanation of all the different abilities that you are able to get from our various different gems. So next we have the Milky Quartz. Again, right click with the paper, we can see the power, we can see the attack damage, the abilities, and so on and so forth. All of these are different, they have different abilities, they have different attack damages, and they can help you out to fight monsters. But the more interesting gems that I want to showcase to you is, first of all, is Nephrite here. Nephrite here is a scout. What she does is she is able to find different sorts of areas for you. So for example, I'm going to show you guys here. I'm going to right click on her. We don't need a paper for that. You can craft empty maps. And once you get empty maps, place them inside her inventory, and all you have to do right now is to type it out. So press T on your keyboard, go ahead and type /scoutlocate, and then followed by the different areas that is popped up over here. So if you guys can see, I'm going to be doing the desert pyramid. So if I were to click the desert pyramid, I'm going to click enter. It says, I'm not sure she recognizes that structure. When that happens, the item inside the empty map is actually used up. So you have to have a lot of empty maps to be able to test out different areas. So let's say I'm going to go ahead and try the buried treasure, right? So I'm going to click enter, and then she says, here's a map, check her inventory. And then we're going to right click, and we got ourselves a buried treasure map. If I were to go ahead and look at it, I am not actually looking at the map. There is a way to solve this issue. All you need is a cartography table. Right click on the table. You're gonna be needing 4 different buried treasure maps. So I'm gonna go ahead and again type the same thing that we have, the buried treasure. We're gonna grab 4 different buried treasure maps. We're gonna go ahead and use the cartography table here. Get one in. Place paper, and then this one's gonna be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this one's 4 times, this one's 3 times, and this one is 2 times, and this one is 1 time. If you guys can see from our first map, if we were to move, the white dot doesn't move, it only moves. Oh, there we go. So if we're not within the map area, it doesn't show your arrow. We're gonna go to our next gem. This one's exciting, the Agate. Take our paper, right click on it. He has stern. Stern, keep your gems in place. Next, we have the Obsidian. Obsidian is pretty cool because we can actually ride on him. Right click on him. Oh my gosh, we are actually within the walls. My bad. Let me just destroy the walls. Okay, you know what? Let me just let this guy follow me first. Obsidian, come here. There we go. We're gonna ask him to stay put. Go ahead, right click on him, and we are sitting on him right now. This is truly wonderful. He runs extremely fast. He's like a horse. So you can see here, I'm riding right on top of his head. But do beware, he's actually pretty slow inside water. Once you are inside water, he kind of swims extremely slowly. Like, extremely. So let me just get out of there. And then swim. And yeah, you just stay put there, buddy. This gem here allows us to have Water Breathing 5 and Dolphin Grace 5, which allows us to swim extremely fast and breathe underwater. She can actually help us fish as well. So I'm going to show you here real quickly. Right here, I have a Spooderman that is stayed on the spot. She's not moving. The Agate is not moving as well. And you can see fishes actually going, like, she's actually fishing for us. Now I'm going to be placing more Spoodermans over here. And we're going to see the effectiveness of how they fish. Okay, so we're going to be placing like a couple of them. Because of Agate's stern, they are working doubly fast. And you guys can actually see how much fishes are popping up. And of course, we can actually swim extremely fast without dying as well. Because that is what they gave us. It's an incredible gem. And I do recommend you getting this. Alright, so for the final thing to show you is, of course, how to inject. The drill at the bottom, the fluid tank in the middle, and the power crystal on top. All you need right now is 4 different essences, as well as a chroma of different color. It does not have to be black or white. It can be any of these color. It can be brown, blue, and whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the essences. You guys need it to be in this order, okay? Pink, yellow, white, blue. Now right click on the power crystal. We're gonna take pink, yellow, white, and blue. And then it all goes into the fluid tank. If you were to place the essences on a different slot, it wouldn't go in, okay? So remember the order of things. Now we can take a chrome. I'm going to take the cyan chrome and I'm going to select. If you click inject right now, nothing's going to happen. You can actually just select one, but I prefer to select all the 4 choices. And then we're going to inject, and this chroma, you can actually see that the fluid is being used. The chroma gets disappeared. The gem is injected right here. And then it starts to drain down the soil that's surrounding around it. And there we go, we got ourselves a gem. And right click on it, it says that the gem now belongs to you. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's mod showcase. If you do, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe as well. If you have any questions or if you have any comments at all, do leave a comment down in the comment section below. And Luxy salute to you guys, and I'll see you guys again soon.